Hello everyone, this is your friendly professor Michael Stenitis, and I am going to go over a tutorial right now for Chapter 3, Exercise 2, which I realize several of you struggled with. I actually, when I did it the first time around, I couldn't obtain the frequency table I was looking for as well. So I'm going to go through, and I think I may know the issue that many of you were facing if you were trying to create those indicator variables that would go into making the Muslim tolerance variable all at once. That prevents your ability to create that additive index on the back end. So I've got the GSS full data set open right now. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is show you the process for creating those indicator variables, and we'll check data view and make sure that that's what we've done. And then I will go ahead and create that additive index by computing the variable. We'll run the frequency tables and we'll obtain the statistics that we're looking for. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to create those indicator variables by transforming the source variables, those live Muslim, speak Muslim, call Muslim variables into the dummy variables that we're looking for. So I'm going to go into transform, recode into different variables. I'm going to go ahead and start with that college variable, excuse me. So here we go. We've got the variable right there. I'm going to go ahead and just name it call MSLM underscore dummy or dumb, so we know that it is the just binary variable that's going to be that indicator for us that goes into the additive index. So that's the process for creating the syntax there. I'm going to go ahead and click on old and new values. We're told in the workbook that if the existing value, the old value for the variable is 4, we're going to create a new value of 1, and we'll go ahead and add that. So we've got 4 going to 1. We're told if we have an old value of 5, that's going to become a 0 in this new dummy variable, this indicator variable, and I'm going to add that as well. And then something we always want to remember whenever we're recoding into different variables is to select the system or user missing as an old value to become system missing in the new value. So you'll see that's missing to sysmiss there in the window. So I'm going to continue. And again, if any of you were at the process where you were trying to recode all 3 of these indicator variables at the same time and drag the other 2 in, that was going to mess you up because the old and new values window will update every time for all of the variables. So I'm going to click OK right now. And we're going to see that this variable was just created in data view all the way at the end of the data set. And we'll see here that we've got a bunch of 1s and 0s. Sort of silly that we have decimal places with it, but nonetheless, we've got it there. So let's go ahead and do this process for the other 2 indicator variables and then create that additive index. So I'm going to go to transform, recode into different variables. I'm going to go ahead and take that out. I'm going to go to the library variable, lib Muslim. And again, I'm just going to call it lib Muslim underscore dumb. Go ahead and give it the label, lib Muslim dummy. We'll go into old and new values. And again, this is where we want to go ahead and take out those old changes and put on our new changes. We can keep missing to system missing because that stays constant throughout all of these indicator variables. But in the workbook, we're told that if lib Muslim has a value of 1, our new indicator value should have a value of 0, so I'm going to add that. We're also told if lib Muslim has a value of 2, our new variable should have a value of 1. So I'm going to create that, continue, okay. And again, we should see for the second indicator variable that we've got it there at the end alongside the college Muslim dummy. And again, we see 1s and 0s looking good so far. we're doing a good job creating these indicator variables. So I'm going to go create that last indicator variable. And this is the speak Muslim. Drag that in. And we are told for this particular variable that if speak Muslim has a value of 1, it should take on in the new variable value of 1. And that if speak Muslim has a value of 2, it should take on a value of 0. So I'm going to add that. We're going to continue. We're going to say OK. And once again, we should have created a dummy variable there at the end that's 1, zeros, and some blanks for missing cases. Okay, so now the fun part. Let's go to transform, and we're going to compute variable. And our target variable is going to be that new variable we're creating, Muslim underscore tol, Muslim tolerance scale. And what we're going to do here is I am first going to go ahead and find that college Muslim, that dummy that we just created, there it is. So I'm going to drag that in under the numeric expression prompt, and we're just adding these dummy variables together. That's what we're doing to create this additive index. So I'm going to click the plus sign, and then I'm going to find that library Muslim dummy that we created, and there it is. Drag that in, another plus sign, and finally we'll find the speak Muslim dummy, put that in as well, and this is all we need to do to create that additive index. So I'm going to press OK, and we should see there at the end, again sort of silly with the decimal places, a Muslim tolerance variable that goes takes on a value of 0, 1, 2, or 3. So we've got that there all the way down. So now I'm going to go ahead and run the frequencies. And let's go ahead and find the Muslim tolerance variable that we just created. Drag that in. I don't think it's asking for anything in terms of statistics, but when we go ahead and run it, here we do. We have a table as opposed to no table or some kind of error. So this is the correct answer for the homework here. So again, this is the process. Fairly tedious, got to go step by step, got to create those indicator variables one at a time, but this is the way to obtain that Muslim tolerance additive index and the frequencies thereof.